Yay, we're streaming. Now, let's see. I want to see, what should we call this, Kiwi? React fade in. Okay. React fade in image. Okay, I'll just. Okay, what do you think? Should we just call it React lazy fade in? React lazy fade in. React lazy fade in. React lazy load fade in. Let's do that. Perfect. So we create. Is there a CLI for React toolkit for open source components? There is. There is a create React component. Nice. This seems old. Let's see. CLI tool for React open source component. React CLI tool, generate React component. React tool CLI, okay. New component, quickly generate React components, cool. Looks like there's stuff. Mm. So I'm building this thing, or basically I'm trying to open source this fade-in component. So yeah, I have the component built and developed already. I'm just trying to figure out how to open source it in the least painful way. Okay, what does this do? This is also 7 months old. Okay, so I think what I'm gonna do is I'm going to find yeah, I'm gonna go from can't see Dodd's project and just crib from there and try to, let's see, downshift. And he replies to my tweet begging for help. Nope. Now let's see. What's POI? P-O-I? I don't know what that is. What? Holy shit. Okay. The problem, table of contents, okay. I'm going to steal his package JSON and his prettier config. Okay. Yes. So make dir react lazy load fade in. Yeah. Lazy load fade in, and we say npm init. It's called react lazy load fade in version. Let's start with 1.0 description. React component to lazy load and lazy load React component wrapper. No, React component to lazy load children with a fade-in effect, with a nice fade-in effect. With a nice fade-in effect. Yes. Entry point. Let's see. What is the entry point? Why is there no entry? What? I don't even understand how this works. Is there an index file? How is there no index.js? So what is he importing? Okay, source. I am so confused by how this thing works. Okay, so he has oh, its main is distribution downshift something module typing. I have no idea how this works. And there's no dist folder either. Let's say entry point is source index.js. There's no test command right now. Git repository. Let's make one. Plus new repository. Repository name we said React lazy load fade in, and it is called React component to lazy load children. That create repository. Copy that. Right? Is that how people do it? Okay, let's use the HTTPS one then. Okay. That keywords, React, lazy load, fade in, transition. I think that's it. Author is me. License, let's say, is MIT. Yes. Okay. Oh, could I have done yarn init instead of npm init? Let's see. Let's move the package JSON to a different one, and let's say yarn init. There we go. That's gonna be better. Version 1, description. Okay, entry point. I'm gonna say source index.js. Repository URL. How do I get there? It's this one. Author is still me. MIT license. Question private. No. There we go. Git status. Now we do git init. And so git remote add origin is this one. Cool. Now we say yarn. Let's see how does he do it. Babel. Oh, he uses something called KCD scripts. What are KCD scripts? Okay. Okay, so KCD scripts exist, and it seems to be to solve what I want, but I don't know how to use it. Let's see, yarn add global KCD scripts. I just want to see what that does. Maybe it has a nice help file. Cool, 4 people watching, wonderful. Alright, so KCD scripts is installing. I'm still not sure exactly how it works, but maybe I will find out. Let's see if everything actually tweeted out. So now if I do KCD scripts, KCD scripts minus help, it doesn't seem to work, or at least I don't know how to use it. Interesting. Let's see, what is this POI thing? POI JavaScript? Cool. Interesting. Okay. What the fuck is NPX? Okay. So KCD scripts doesn't seem to do anything useful. I'm not sure how to start using POI. Oh, and this is for view. So yeah, the POI README doesn't really give a lot of guidance on what oh, there we go. So this is all view, don't like that. Back to drawing board. Interesting, okay. I don't have one of those yet. Wait, how did I get so much stuff in here? Remove node modules, and let's remove package.json as well. Let's try making an index.js file then. So I'm going to open React lazy load, fade in, cool, and let's touch index.js, and index.js is going to do this. So it's going to import, export default, no, how do I do re-exports again? ES6 re-export, I always forget how to do that. Okay. So export default as fade in from source /source . Okay, export default as fade in. Also, I want to export it as default. Let's do this. Import or let's do it this way. Export star from, yes, that's gonna be the right approach. So we export start from source, and we make dir source or let's do it this way, source fade in, and we touch source fade in rm source fade in, touch source fade in .js. Alright, let's see. How do gists work? Okay, so it's Corey Ambrecht with, let's see. Interesting. Okay, I'm gonna try that later. Let's just make the file first. So we go to source fade in, and I know that it is supposed to look like this. Actually, let's do it. Let's do a simple test first. Export const fade in equals a function that console log hello world. Okay, so I have that now. Now let's see what happens. Oh, let's remove yarn log. Let's see what happens if I run poi. I have to install poi first. Poi. Okay, so I do yarn add poi. What is -d? Okay, yarn add poi. Oh, development. That makes sense. Yarn development dependency. What? How do I do that? Types of dependencies in Yarn. Okay, how do I... I have no idea if that is adding it to dev dependencies or not, but we shall see. It's installing a bunch of stuff. Cool. Let's see, what did package.json do? Oh, cool! It added it as a dev dependency. So now if I run poi, it doesn't actually work. Yarn add global poi. Let's try installing it globally as well. Oh no! Yarn global add poi. That's how it works. Okay, let's see. Okay, so now if I run poi, okay, wonderful. So I have to move this into source, move, and we just do this. Okay, now if I do poi, cool. Nice. Now let's see, what is localhost 4000? Is it actually gonna do something? Guess not. But that's neat. Okay. So if I do poi build, what happens then? Oh, that's very wrong. So it looks like poi tries to build an app, not exactly what I'm looking for. Let's see. Nope, don't poop there. Poop here. I'm gonna try taking Corey Ambrecht's file. So we say touch poi config.js. Let's see, module exports equal option if options mode equals. Actually, let's just always do the same thing. We return entry is source index.js, extract CSS is false, file name is js index.js, format is UMD, I think I know what that means, no HTML, and presets we also source map to false. Wonderful. Poi preset react. That makes sense. Let's add that. What is poi preset react? Oh, it doesn't exist anymore? Okay. Cool. Now let's see what happens. Poi build. Cool. So now if I cat dist index.js, node index.js. Okay. Looks like that does stuff. Neat. Okay. Okay, there's also this thing. Let's try that thing. So what I don't like about this is that it minimizes, because I think that minimizing should be the problem of whoever does stuff. Like, if you're actually using my component, you should be doing the minification, I think. I shouldn't be shipping minified code to node modules, should I? This looks like a more yes. This is perfect. This is what I'm gonna do. cd out, and let's move React lazy load fade in to underscore React lazy load fade in, just so I keep it. And let's okay, and WB, let's try this. So first I install it globally, yarn global add, and WB. Hello bird, you look very tired. Ow, come on. Yeah, you're tired, huh? Ah, come on. The bird gets kiwi gets very aggressive when he's tired, because he knows that if he's learned that when he's mean, we put him in his cage, so when he wants to go to his cage, he gets mean to us. Good night, Kiwi. Let me change your water as well. Good night, Kiwi. Okay. Cool. So now that I have NWB installed, I can say NWB new React component, React lazy load fade in. You want to create an ESX modules build for use by ESX bundlers. Yes. You want to create an UMD build for global usage. 9. Cool. Okay, so now I can go into my React lazy load fade in thinger, and everything is already here. Wonderful. Now I can open my package JSON. Yes. This is perfect, just what I was hoping for. Okay. Now we can copy pasta the description. Okay, so we have this. Now what I have to do is write oh yeah, the description. Where's my description? Yeah. A React component to lazy load children with a nice fade in effect. Wonderful. So we have that. What's in README? Perfect. Cool, and it already adds a bunch of badges that I don't have. Nice. We're gonna deal with that later. What do I have to do next? Oh, next I have to actually make it work. So what we're gonna do here is, oh, I should add my prettier RC file here so that if anyone contributes to this, yes, prettier global config. I need to find my prettier RC and just copy it here. Let's see, how do I config this? I'm trying to find where my configuration, my existing configuration is for prettier. Do I have it in... nah. No idea where I have it. What am I doing? Oh, I'm trying to figure out where my prettier is configured. Or let's just do this. Vim.prettierrc, and I know that I want prettier or preferences. Let's see. Prettier. There we go. So what I'm doing is, yes, I'm just trying to make sure that prettier is going to be configured the same for everyone. Print width is 80, and we say what are my prettier parser is Babylon. I don't care. Pros wrap preserve require config false. There we go. Semi is true, and tab width is 4. Okay, so now we have prettier config. This way, if anyone wants to contribute, they can. Cool. Now, where do I... Wait, how do I make a demo app? I think I need to read more about how to use this. Git status, and we say git git add git commit -a-m, initial setup using nwb, git push origin, git remote add origin, this one, git push -u origin master. Wonderful. Okay, so I have that. Let's see. React component, few questions, build configuration, blah blah blah. Oh, okay, there's a demo app. ls demo. Perfect. Well, let's first port our app here. So we have index.js. I'm going to create a touch source fade in because I like doing it that way. And we open the fade in file. Okay, and we open the other fade in file from here. Fuck, I can't remember where it was. Okay, let's open it from here. Source fade in, we open this. Okay, it wasn't anything yet. Let's do it this way then. We open gem commerce and we look for the fade in file. Oh, it's already open. Perfect. Now we open the back. Now we go back to the other project. So random coding, React lazy load fade in, and then we go to the fade in file and we pasta. Then we yarn add lazy load prop types, which are already there probably. Oh, yarn add react lazy load prop minus types and react transition group. Okay. So that's compiling, that's installing, but I think we're getting pretty close to being able to use this. So here I'm going to just say export start from /fade in, and we're going to have that, and it's going to export default, and I also want to export fade in like this, because that enables people to import it whichever way they like. Let's see. Okay, now let's try the demo app. Actually, let's commit add source and yarn lock git commit -a-m extract fade in from JM Commerce project like that, and then we do yarn start, and it should, I think this should start a server, and we can then make sure that the fade in component is working. Okay, so we go into the demo app and we say should I make an example in source or here? Alright, let's do it in source. Touch. Is that part of... No, not really, that's... Yeah. Alright. So we import fade in from source, and we do it this way. So we create let's say height equals, and let's find a nice image. What should be a nice... Let's try a nice image to load. What would it be? There we go. Yeah, thanks. I'm always annoyed because I have to check how different what are they called? It's annoying that different libraries always export things differently, and then I always have to go back and look at their things to figure out how it works. So I wanted to avoid that here by making it easier for people to use. Okay, that's not working. So what else do we try? Okay, nice image. So another thing I'm gonna try to do with this component is that it's going to have both a render prop. It's going to support both render props and oh, this is a nice image. So yeah, both a render prop and a function as children approach. Why is it so hard to find a URL for an image? Seriously, a random image then? Alright, screw this. I'm just gonna take something from Imager. Although it always helps if it's a cool image, right? But let's just try. Oh, cool. I'm gonna use this one. Okay, so copy image address, and we say, let's see, how much height does this thing have? So we have height of, where is it? Does this no longer show dimensions? What? Okay. Okay, so let's see, size is 1184. Okay, we're gonna do 600 and on load, let's just say image source, this one, on load equals on load, like that. And we're gonna give it a style because I just want to make sure that it is the same height. And now let's see if this works. Okay. Unsplash. What? Beautiful free images, perfect. Why was this not found? Okay, what if I try it this way? Is that found? Okay. So my re-export is not working properly. Perfect. That worked. Yay. Lazy loading works. Now let's make sure that we can import from the index file. So let's say import fade in as fd from /fade in. I'm gonna say export default fd and export fade in. Let's see. Actually, let's just see if that works. Import fade in from /fade in. That worked. Wonderful. And if I import it this way, does that still work? Yay. Okay. Cool. Awesome. git commit -a-m. Basic demo app. Okay, now let's go on Unsplash and find some really cool images. And then what we're gonna do is improve the demo app so that it serves as documentation as well, because I think that's gonna be important. React lazy load fade in demo, like that. Examples. Yes. Okay. I feel like I need some styling for this thing, but let's go with this for now. Okay. Oh, I might still I might use typography, but no, let's go with this for now. So we have Unsplash. I need something that's going to be attention grabbing, because we're gonna be using this also as like a demo video for Twitter and stuff, so it needs to be something that looks attractive, like something that makes people want to click on it. So let's see. There we go. Yes. So we're gonna use, that's perfect. This is perfect. And yes, I know I am being extremely something right now, but this shit actually works. People, like, you would be surprised by how big of a difference it makes how beautiful your demo app looks, or just your thing. And obviously we're going to not just have, there we go, I like this one. Okay, so how do I get the URL for this? Share. No. Okay, copy image address. Wonderful. Okay. So now we need a way to add some copy to this to explain what it is and how it works. And then I can go about improving it. Yes. Also, I should probably write some tests, but I don't know how. It's been a while since I tried writing tests. So let's make it work first, and then worry about tests. Let's see, how do I set up typography.js to get better fonts? What should be the top image? Okay, let's see. So we have that. So we're gonna have image, code sample, and so on. Yes. Okay, so we have this. Oh, and people are gonna look at this on mobile, so I'm gonna have to make sure this shit is a little bit responsive, which is gonna be annoying, but I can do it. Okay, let's see. Yarn add styled components. Actually, no. Let's just do it first. Where was I? So we have that way of doing it. Then I want to have another way of doing it, which is with a render prop. So we're gonna say height is 600, and render equals onload, and that's going to be this image. Onload equals onload, style is height 600, like that. Then here we function and we say height children render. And here we do this children and render this dot onload, and that way we support both in theory. Cool. That worked. Now let's wrap these things in no, they have to be divs. So we say you're a div, and actually let's do it this way. We're going to say simple example, or no, FATS example, render prop example, and we say like that, and const FATS example equals that. And render prop example equals all of this. Okay, wonderful. Now each example should be wrapped in a div. And let's check how Prism.js works. So see, this would have been a lot easier if I had Gatsby, because Gatsby comes with a lot of this stuff pre-configured. But, what are you gonna do? React Prism. Perfect. So we say yarn add minus d yarn remove styled components, How do I remove a component? Yarn remove package. Oh, it should be. Okay. So let's do yarn add -d. We said React Prism. Okay. So here, how do I use this? Prism code, perfect. We say import prism code from React Prism, and here we say prism code is this stuff, and let's see what happens. No? Prism is not defined. I thought you would have installed your components. Ah. Okay. So I need to also yarn add -d prism. So we're gonna do that, and we're going to import prism. Let's see. Now let's see what happens. Oh, right, obviously. Yarn start. Come on, be faster, computer. What if I say import prism from prism? What? Does it need to have class name equals language JSX? Okay, let's try that. Oh, come on. Prop types object is required. What the hell is going on? Ah, global's prism object needs to exist. Okay, so we import prism from prism, and import prism prism style from prism themes prism.css. ls node modules prism source lib. Why? Oh, maybe I should have installed Prism.js, not Prism. Yarn remove Prism. Let's see, what is Twitter saying about all this? My computer is being very slow. Okay, that worked. So yarn add Prism.js. And perfect. Okay. Prism.js is installed. So now I can say import Prism.js from Prism.js and Prism style from Prism.js, Prism blah blah blah. Now let's see if that works. Why is there no such thing? So node modules, Prism.js. This now has themes. Oh, because I cannot spell themes. They're themes and please work. Yay! Oh, nay. So that's funny. I put stuff in Prism code that is a component, and it got just like rendered. What happens if I wrap it in backticks? No. Wunderbar. Okay, what happens if I just say hello? Okay, that worked. Okay, what if I say pre and then install a bunch of and then put all of this in there? So maybe now React is gonna be smart enough not to try to compile that. Nope, still compiles it. Ha! So we learned an interesting thing. React doesn't know what a pre-tag is. So how the hell do I turn this into a string? That's how. Okay, gotcha. So we do this. Like that. And now it's going to show up. Wonderful. Not very good, however. Because it forgets things. So it doesn't... This is very frustrating. Why am I not using Gatsby for this again? Does NWB even let me compile the demo app? Let's see. NWB build demo app. Build demo app. Okay, running the demo app. What? What is this shit? The computer just like didn't render half the page. Seriously? Now GitHub is crashing? Alright, so what I'm trying to figure out is how to have code samples next to my stuff. No, but seriously, how do I make a nice code sample for this shit? Okay. What else can we try? Alright, let's just write it in the README file first. Where was I? Okay, I'm giving up on this tab. Let's open a new tab. So why isn't Prism CSS being loaded? Maybe what if I change language JSX to language JavaScript? You see, I'm importing the CSS here. Yeah, now I have syntax highlighting, I just don't have spacing. Div, code class, language JavaScript. Oh, interesting. Each of them turns into a span instead of having... What if I do this? No, but I think then we're back to what we had before. It's just gonna render. Yay, we're streaming. Now, let's see. I want to... Let's see, what should we call this? Kiwi? React fade in. Okay. React fade in image. Okay, let's just. Okay, what do you think? Should we just call it React lazy fade in? React lazy fade in. React lazy fade in. React lazy load fade in. Let's do that. Perfect. So we create. Is there a CLI for React toolkit for open source components? Nope. I wonder what happens. I wonder how Gatsby does it. Also, I'm not sure if it's even worth investing in this demo app, because I'm not sure I can... Yeah. Is there a build React demo? Because if there's no build React demo, then... Let's see. Yeah. So that's useless. Alright, I'm gonna stop investing in the demo app because it is not useful. We're gonna have to make a simple... what did I do? Okay, so we remove the Prism code stuff. And... wait. Like that. Like that. So now we're gonna have, this is gonna work. And I'm gonna say yarn remove prism.js. how does downshift do this stuff? So there's a downshift Netlify, which is an app that does things. Oh, it's just a storybook. Interesting. Maybe that's what I should do. Maybe I should make a storybook. Yeah. Stories with storybook. I think that's gonna be the right approach. Let's see what else is in our dev dependencies. We can also yarn remove react prism. Now let's see. A lazy load component that nicely fades in whatever you want when it's ready. We have that. I have no idea what all this shit is, but we're gonna have the problem and the solution, this solution, because Kent's library is obviously very successful, so copying from him is the correct idea. So then we're going to have installation and usage. And also props. Actually, these might be, let's see. Nope, I was right. Okay. Wait, where was I? Git log. Basic demo app, extract fade in, git status, git add source and demo, git commit -m, add render prop support. Perfect. Okay. Wait, so we had usage and we had props, right? The problem. I'm getting a bit hungry. Maybe I should go find some food. Start. Yeah, no Prism.js. I know I removed it. Cool. If you make it small, you reload, then you can see that that one loads. This one only loads once you're there. Awesome. Okay, I'll be right back. I need to find some food. Okay, where was I? Oh, I was writing the README file. Let's see. React lazy load. That might have a good problem statement because we're using React lazy load, so maybe we can just use that. Lazy load your component. And lazy load your component and nicely fade in when it's ready. And we're going to add an image here. Which one? I didn't see an add repo button. The problem. Oh, that's Code Climate. It's a plugin that's supposed to help you have better code in your repositories. I installed it a long time ago, and it's been mostly useless because I can't convince my team to start actually listening to it. So, what you gonna do? If the team wants to write messy code, there's only so much convincing you can throw at them, you know? Alright, so the problem that we're solving is you have a bunch of you have a bunch of slow components like large images or widgets that load a lot of HTML or big widgets. You have a slow component like a large image or widget or a complex widget, like a large image or complex widget, but want to keep your web app fast. You could use React lazy load to load that component lazily to only render that component only when it's on screen, but it looks weird when it just pops up. With React lazy load fade in, you can wrap it in CSS transitions. You can add a CSS transition, but it's over before your image loads. So you can add a CSS transition, but it's over before your image loads, so it still pops into view abruptly. This solution with React lazy load fade in, you're still using React lazy load in the background. You're still using React lazy load and get all of its benefits. But your components look great when they load. Automatically wait until the component is ready. To start the fade in transition. Yeah. Okay. Installation. For the installation, we just want you to run yarn add React lazy load fade in usage. React lazy load fade in supports both function as children and render props patterns. Both the Okay, I'm just gonna copy this. I'm gonna need to yes, we're gonna have to actually pass through a bunch of these props, so we're gonna that's something I can do. Okay, let's copy those. So we have scroll resize event handlers, and what else? One-time lazy load and continuous lazy load. I'm not gonna claim it's thoroughly tested, and I'm not gonna claim it's server-side rendering friendly because it does use Actually, it's probably server-side render friendly, but I haven't used it. I haven't tried. Actually, no, it is, because it works in Gatsby. But I'm not gonna support a decorator. So, usage. We say import React from React. And let's see, how are we using it here? Import fade in from React lazy load fade in. Like that. Define your use fade in. In both cases, fade in passes on onload callback to your render method, so you can specify, so you can start the fade transition when you're ready. For images, use the built-in onload. Use the onload. Use the default onload. Use the default onload event for images. Yeah. So like that. With meta info. Let's say const example with meta info. Oh, I can actually just try it out. Here, say example with meta info. Const example with meta info equals that, and we say div. Then we fade in with a height of 600, and we say onload is, no, don't like that one. Yeah, let's use her. Copy image address, and we are going to say this. We're going to, oh cool, we're going to render an image like that, and we're going to say onload equals onload, and we're going to give it a style where height is 500, and we're also going to, what is it complaining about? Ah, like that. Bam, so we have this, and we say h3. Ivan Dodig, photo by Mirza, Croatia. And the benefit here is that everything renders in like that. Wonderful. Cool. So we copy pasted that. Pass a function as children to specify rendering. Use the onload callback to start transition. Start the fade in effect. Pass a render function as the render prop. Your render function you can put anything in your render function. It's all going to follow to use the same fade effect, when you start the transition, when you call onload. Okay. Get add dot, get commit -a-m. To try the no. Okay, git commit -a-m, and we are going to call this. No, we need some props. How does that part work? I'm going to copy that. Pa-pam. Okay. Yeah. When you're ready, call the onload callback and that starts the fade in transition. Okay, so for props we have any special props? Everything from React lazy load. Every prop from React lazy load. Plus the plus so that's height, once, offset, scroll, resize, overflow, placeholder, etc. Placeholder unmount if invisible, and debounce or throttle. Then we also have a prop called render, type function, and default is undefined. Specify what you want to render if you like render props. Children, type function, default undefined. Specify what you want to render if you like a function as children. Wonderful. And let's also make sure git commit -a-m, git commit -a-m, write readme. Wonderful. So we have that. Now I have to make sure that we actually pass in everything. Oh, so our default offset so we have offset type number, default 150. Say if you want to specify, say if you want to preload a component and pixels below the viewport. I found 150 pixels to be a good default to give components some time to render, some time to load before users reach them. Okay. So now what I have to do is say here we have to take offset, so we are lazy loading height and offset is offset or 150. By default it's null. Let's see what happens if I say 0 or 50. So 0, 0 or 150. Yeah. What's a quick check to see if a variable is undefined? Yeah, it needs to be type off. So if, or rather, let's see, let offset equals that. Offset is undefined, perfect. And then type of offset undefined. Okay, if it's undefined, we return 150, otherwise we return offset. And we also take the other props in there, except ES6 object except let's just pass everything. Git commit -m pass all properties down to pass through properties to lazy load. We push origin master, and then I'm going to bed. Oh, we can also do, what's it called? NWB build react, oh, yarn build. Perfect. Oh, it does actually build the demo. That's cool. Okay, now it makes sense to actually work on the demo. ls lib, that's there, ls es. Okay, cool. Oh, nice. Okay. So if we do ls demo dist, oh, okay, that's gonna be useful. Okay, I'm gonna figure out how to build the demo so it works nicely tomorrow, and then we can actually publish this thing. Cool. Let's see. Cool. Okay, we can finish this up tomorrow. If you're still there, thanks for watching. And I'm probably gonna be streaming a lot tomorrow because I have a lot of things I want to get done. So, bye bye.